Hi everyone, Grumble here, and I'm here to tell you that tomorrow is a very special day. It's the release date of Cult of the Lamb, a single-player action-adventure dungeon crawler plus camp builder developed by Massive Monster and published by Devolver. It's coming to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, PC and macOS. I've played the Steam demo up and down before deciding whether to pre-order the game, and in this video I'm going to tell you all about what I could find out from the demo and what I thought of the game preview. If you want to go into the game completely fresh, please be aware that this video contains spoilers for the central premise and a few important characters in the game. So, what is Cult of the Lamb? Like I said, it's a dungeon crawler, but there's survival and crafting as well as camp mechanics built in that basically make this game demonic Animal Crossing / Stardew Valley. You, the last little lamb given up for slaughter by the bishops of the Old Faith, the 4 big bands of the game, are returned to life by the one below, chained up in the space between life and death. In exchange for your resurrection, you are tasked with building a cult, thus bringing about the return of the one below. Recruiting followers, by force if necessary, is now your main goal, in order to build your cult and your camp. You can give your recruits jobs to aid you, but you are ultimately responsible for the state and the survival of your cult. Building infrastructure to feed and house everyone is first priority, including farming to become sustainable. You can forage, and once out in a region you can pick routes based on surroundings, for instance foraging spots marked on the map, but it's not going to be enough once your cult grows, not least because dying means losing 25% upwards of the resources you've just collected. During the game, you will travel through 4 main regions: Anchor Deep, which looks to be water-themed, Darkwood and Anura, both foresty-looking places, and Silk Cradle, which, as you might suspect, heavily features spiders. Along the way, you will have a choice of route, each including combat encounters and special chambers, such as merchants like Phornius or Prophet Clownek, who can level you up using tarot cards you've collected. There's a spellbook for you to check out the ones you found and what they can do. You can choose between perks for the next encounter, and those perks can also come with drawbacks if you're feeling spicy. You can move back and forth between chambers, including ones you've already cleared if you feel you've missed something, or you simply want to go the other way. Once you're locked into a route through the region, though, you can't switch branches. You can customize your followers, by the way. Build the cult of your dreams by selecting different species, phenotypes, and markings. As you unlock more, you can give them more varied appearances. All followers also come with randomized perks that may strengthen or weaken your camp. Your patron wants you to build your ranks to please him. Apparently there is a prophecy that the horrible quartet with too many eyes from the beginning of the game want to prevent, and you will be recognized by NPCs as the martyred lamb that's going to make it come true. There's one NPC in particular, Ratau, who says he used to have your job. He guides you at the beginning, though I'm not 100% certain that we can trust him yet. But anyway. The combat system is that of a typical dungeon crawler with melee weapons and, fittingly, curses fueled by religious fervor. No, literally. You smash it out of enemies and then pick it up. Speaking of, smash absolutely everything inside, as it will yield a few more resources in almost every chamber. The training dummies are especially handy, as you can beat further out of them if you're running low and are heading into an encounter empty. The art style is adorable and makes all the disturbing shit and gore so much less troubling. Well, heaven knows that's not true, but it's cool. You advance into regions by opening portals. Where you can go is determined by the number of followers who can help you open them. With them, you can also perform dark rituals to appease the gods, and you give sermons to raise their faith. This particular fact isn't in the demo, but according to the game's social media accounts, you can also marry as many of your followers as you like. Massive Monster coming through for the polycule, everybody. The game world is randomly generated each time you enter a region, and you fight hordes of different enemies and collect resources. Should you die, you respawn at camp with a few of the resources you collected taken off you, but all limbs still attached. After each successful clear of a section, you also see a summary screen with your progress and spoils, as well as the kill count and the amount of time it took you. What interested me in playing this? I saw an excerpt of the demo for this during one of the developer showcases in Summer Games Fest, and the art style and the fact that it's published by Devolver intrigued me. Other games that I've played that make me interested in picking this up, Hades, is also a dungeon crawler, also featuring base building mechanics in the renovations and decorating your rooms, and I've recently gotten way into that game. Dungeon crawlers didn't used to be my genre, but I'm learning to like and understand how to play them and let go of my hoarding tendencies. What did I like or dislike about the demo? I wish it didn't show you the end of the demo screen every time you die, that it would at least port you back to camp and let you try once before the end, but that's a minor gripe. With everything being procedurally generated and there being quite a lot of content in the demo, I understand why they wouldn't let people play indefinitely, and this is definitely better than an arbitrary time limit. Aside from that, I think the demo as it is pretty much perfect. A taste of the game with all of its weirdness and unique charm, but without giving too much away. Am I going to buy the full game based on the demo? Yes, I've pre-ordered it and I'll be playing it on release, including on stream over on my Twitch channel. Other games people might find interesting if they think, oh, this looks cool. You might like the look of My Friend Pedro or Ape Out for those looking for dungeon crawlers. Also, Death's Door or Tunic for the hacking things to death in forests vibes. That's it, friends, for my thoughts on the Cult of the Lamb demo. It's coming out tomorrow. I can't wait to play it properly. Are you thinking of getting it? Or if you're watching this in the future and you are playing it, what do you think? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like on your way home, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for future videos, and check out the end cards for things to watch right now. If you want to support the channel, you'll find some helpful links in the description. Have a delightful day, and thanks for watching.